So, a lot of us are all about becoming more aware, right? Noticing our thoughts, our feelings. And don't get me wrong, that's an amazing first step. But what if that's just the starting line? What if awareness is kind of passive? Today, we're talking about the next step, how you go from just watching your life happen to actually consciously directing your own energy. And that right there leads us to the big question. You're aware of what's going on, sure, but are you really in control? Are you at the helm, steering the ship? This is the huge shift we're diving into today, moving from being a passive observer of your experience to becoming the deliberate creator of it. Okay, so to make that leap, you need the right tool. Today, we're going to break down how to tap into one of the most powerful creative forces that we have, the power of conscious intention. This is the thing that takes you out of the audience seats and puts you right in the director's chair of your own life. So what is an intention exactly? Well, it's not some far-off wish or a dream for the future. Nope. It's a quality of being that you decide to step into, right here, right now. It's less about what you want to get later and all about who you are choosing to be in this very moment. Think of it like your own internal compass. Now, you might be thinking, hang on, isn't this just a fancy word for a goal? And look, that's a totally fair question, but they are not the same thing. In fact, they're fundamentally different. And really understanding that difference, well, that's the key that unlocks the whole thing. Okay, so here's the breakdown, and it's simple but really profound. A goal is all about doing. It's a target you set in the future. It's the destination you're trying to reach. An intention, on the other hand, is about being. It's a quality you embody in the present moment. It's all about the journey itself. A goal is the finish line. Your intention is how you choose to run the race. Think about it like this. Setting an intention is like setting the rudder on your ship before you even leave the harbor. You're choosing your direction. Yeah, storms might pop up, the wind might change, your final destination might even shift, but that rudder, your intention, it keeps you pointed in the direction you chose to go. All right, so we get the idea, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you create an intention that has some real juice behind it? Well, it comes down to three really simple but absolutely crucial keys to make it powerful. So here they are, the big three. You've got to state it in the present tense, you need to use positive, expansive language, and you have to connect it to a feeling. Let's break each one of these down because this is where the magic really happens. First up, the present tense. This one's huge. A really common mistake is to say something like, I want to be more peaceful. Seems harmless, right? But the problem is your subconscious mind just latches onto that word want. And what that does is it just keeps reinforcing the feeling of wanting it, not having it. So the fix is to flip it. You declare it as if it's already happening. I am peaceful. Say that to yourself. I am peaceful. Can you feel the difference? It's not a wish anymore. It's a declaration. You're claiming that quality for yourself right now. And that sends a direct order to your entire being that this is the new reality. Okay, key number 2. You've got to use positive language. If you set an intention that says, I don't want to be anxious, guess which word your brain focuses on? Anxious. Your energy system doesn't really process the don't. It just feels the vibration of the main subject. So again, what's the solution? You flip the script. Instead of focusing on the problem you're trying to get away from, you state the reality you want. I am serene and centered. See how that feels? This simple little switch literally reroutes your energy away from the problem and points it directly at the solution. And that brings us to the third key, which, honestly, it might be the most powerful one of all, emotion. An intention that's just words on a page is kind of flat. It's just an empty thought, because energy flows where emotion goes. That feeling, that's the juice. It's the magnetic charge that actually pulls the experience to you. You have to feel it as if it's already real. This all sounds great, I know, but the big question is always, how do I use this in my real busy life? So let's make this super practical. We're going to walk through a simple, actionable morning ritual you can start using tomorrow to make this a real part of your day. And you'll be happy to know this is incredibly simple. Before the day gets chaotic, just take a minute. First, take a few deep breaths to quiet things down. Second, state your intention for the day out loud, using those 3 keys we just covered. Third, and this is the most important part, Really feel it in your body. And finally, and this is key, let it go. Just release it. Trust that you've set your compass for the day. Look, the best way to truly get this isn't to just listen to me talk about it. It's to feel it for yourself. So I want to invite you to a little experiment with me. A simple 7-day challenge to put this tool to the test and just see what happens. So here's the game plan. Pick one area of your life you want to focus on. Craft one powerful intention for it and write it down somewhere you'll see it. Every morning for a week, just read it aloud. Then close your eyes and feel it, I mean really feel it, for just 60 seconds. That's it. Then go about your day and just be a curious observer. Notice the little shifts, the small synchronicities that start to pop up. So let's bring this all right back to this very moment, because this isn't really about what you'll do tomorrow or next week. It's about right now. The ultimate question that this whole practice is asking you is actually a very simple one. What quality of being will you choose to embody today?